I love to cook, but I don't want to spend all day in the kitchen. I love sharing really easy recipes with y'all. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. If you are always in a dinner rut and you're always looking for new dinner inspiration, you have found the place. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe before you forget. The first recipe we're making takes about 30 minutes. It is a bacon cheeseburger skillet tortellini. First of all, it's 30 minutes. Second of all, it has bacon in it. It's a winner. The first thing we need to do is just make this tortellini according to package directions. It says to put it in boiling water for just a few minutes, like 3 minutes. The recipe calls for 19 ounces. This is a 20-ounce package, but you could use frozen as well. Just cook it according to the package directions. While we're waiting on our tortellini to cook, I've got this large skillet that I'm heating to medium high. I have 1 pound of ground beef. I'm gonna add in about a ½ cup of diced red onion and about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I am truly multitasking. I've got my ground beef over here started. I need to halve all of these cherry tomatoes. And I know there's a trick to do that in between a plate or 2 plates, I think, but I've got some time to kill anyway, so we need 2 cups of cherry tomatoes halved. These are done cooking. I'm gonna drain them and just set it to the side for now. Oh no, man overboard. Okay, so my hamburger meat is done cooking. I really don't have much grease in here at all, so I'm not gonna worry about it. If you do have a lot of grease, drain that off. Next, you're gonna add in your cherry tomatoes, and if you have spinach, 2 cups of baby spinach will go in at this point too. My store was out of spinach, so we're gonna forego, unfortunately. Okay, my tomatoes are starting to kind of pop or burst, which means it's time to move on to our next step. I have a couple of tablespoons of all-purpose flour. We're gonna add that in and stir it around and cook it for about a minute just to get that flour taste out. This flour is gonna help thicken the sauce here in just a second. I know we don't have sauce yet, but we're about to. Now I've got 1½ cups of milk. I'm gonna whisk this in until it starts to thicken. It's been about a minute, maybe 2, and it is definitely starting to thicken. We're gonna add in 2 3/4 cup of triple cheddar cheese. Now I just bought this already bagged because this was a 3-cup bag and that's how much we'll need in the end. We're gonna top it at the very end with just a little more cheese once the bacon and pasta goes in. So just reserve a little bit for that. We're just gonna stir this around until it's completely melted. So we haven't salt and peppered this yet, just because the cheese has a lot of salt in it. I'm gonna taste it here in just a minute and see if we need to add some. Let's add in our cooked pasta, or our tortellini. Stir that until it's coated. And then earlier I cooked up some bacon and I crumbled that up. We need about a cup of crumbled bacon because this is bacon cheeseburger pasta. So now let's add our bacon in and stir that until it's all good and coated. I'm gonna turn the heat off. I know I'm gonna want some black pepper for sure, but I'm gonna taste it and see if I also need some salt. It's very good, but it definitely needs just a little bit of salt and pepper. All right, that's dinner, y'all. Let's eat.
We got tortellini, a little hamburger meat in there.
Uh-huh.
Some kind of sauce, got some tomatoes.
Yeah.
I saw how you did that.
Yeah.
It makes a great meal.
There's also bacon in there, just in case you haven't gotten it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. There's little pieces of bacon throughout.
That sauce is really good.
Yeah.
It's very creamy. It's got great flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good.
that is really good.
Awesome.
It's better than Hamburger Helper.
Good.
But Hamburger Helper does make a great meal.
It does. It does. It's very creamy. It's kind of reminiscent of like the cheese sauce on your mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. But then it has all this good stuff like bacon, tomatoes, onions. It's delicious. You should try it. All right, Lou. What? Oh my goodness. It is our second recipe. Tonight we really wanted an Asian inspired dish. I found this one. It sounds very quick and simple. It's a 20-minute meal. It is ground General Tso's chicken. I'm gonna be real honest. I've always said General Tso. I just thought the T was silent and we just said so. But I had Stephen Google it before I filmed this and he said it's Tsao. So, learned something new. Let's get started. I've already started some rice on the stove just because that was pretty much gonna take the longest of all of this. This is a very quick dish. I've got this large skillet here. I'm heating it to about medium-high heat. And I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Now we're gonna add in 1 pound of ground chicken. And I'm also gonna add in this 8-ounce can of diced water chestnuts. I did go ahead and drain it. We're gonna let this start to form a little crust on the bottom before we break it up completely. And while we wait on that, we're gonna start on our sauce. I'm gonna be increasing the ingredients for the sauce because I'm gonna do 1.5 times the sauce. So I'll have the original recipe linked below. I'm gonna do a little over 1/4 cup of rice vinegar, the same amount of soy sauce, just a little over 1/4 cup. I am using low sodium soy sauce. I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of hoisin sauce, a little more than 1/4 cup of water, got about 4.5 tablespoons of sugar, and a couple of tablespoons of cornstarch. We're just gonna whisk all of that together and take it over to the stove. Okay, a little bit of a crust has formed here, which is what we wanted. Let's just continue to let this cook. Okay, now that our chicken is completely cooked, I'm gonna be adding in some ginger paste. I like to keep this in the kitchen. It's just a lot easier than trying to get fresh ginger and mincing it myself. About a tablespoon of that. And then I'm also gonna be adding in a couple of cloves of garlic and about a 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. You can go lighter on the crushed red pepper. Your family doesn't love spicy things, but y'all know that we do. Let's combine all of that together, just let it cook for another minute. Okay, now let's just pour in our sauce. It's gonna thicken pretty quickly because of the cornstarch. So let's let that come up to a boil and let it thicken. Shouldn't take too long. This already just smells divine. I know this is gonna be so good. Our rice is almost ready too. Look, talk about good timing.
Is that water chestnut?
Yeah, it is.
All right, a little crunch in there.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Wow, that is good.
Is it?
Yes. I was a little on the skeptical side there.
Were you?
I was wrong. That is amazing.
Well, I'm so glad. It got that really good Asian flavor to it that you like. It's got hoisin sauce in it, rice vinegar, soy sauce.
It's that sweet,
Ginger.
garlicky, spicy.
And then, yeah, it does
Oh,
have
man.
sugar in there too. Lou,
That's really
you're
good.
being very rude. Ma'am, this is not for you. This is delicious. I think the 1.5 times the sauce was the perfect amount of sauce. So it's not swimming in the sauce, but it's definitely got enough of it.
Yeah, but you want it to be saucy.
Yeah, you do want it to be saucy. You don't want it to be dry,
You want it to be saucy and sassy all at the same time.
like you.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, y'all, it is the third recipe of the week, and that means it's Subbie Supper night. Today's recipe comes from Sharon. Sharon lives in Palm Bay, Florida. She's 65 years old. She's married, but she has no children. She says she loves to watch my videos, and this recipe is one that they love. This dish is called chicken noodle stuffing bake. We're excited to give it a try. It seems pretty easy. To get started, we are gonna go ahead and cook our egg noodles. She said to use about 9 ounces of egg noodles. While we wait on our water to come to a boil and so we could boil our egg noodles, we're gonna go ahead and season this chicken. You need about 3 cups of cooked chicken. You could definitely use a rotisserie chicken if you wanted to. I had plenty of chicken on hand, so I just decided we'll just use what I already have. I'm gonna season it with the same thing that she seasons hers with. We're gonna use some poultry seasoning, a little bit of onion powder, some garlic powder, and some crushed red pepper flakes. You could definitely leave this off if you are not a big fan of that. We're gonna take this over to the stovetop and cook it in a skillet. I've got this skillet heating to medium high. I'm gonna add just a little bit of olive oil. This is a garlic flavored olive oil that someone sent me, a subscriber sent me. And we're just gonna cook this until it's done. Our water has finally come up to a boil. Let's salt that and add in about 9 ounces of egg noodles. I'm just cooking these according to package directions, so these will boil for about 7 minutes. We got a lot of action going on over here, but in the middle of that, I need to preheat my oven to 350. So now let's start to combine everything else. I need 1 can of cream of chicken soup, a 1/2 cup each of mayonnaise and sour cream. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. Let's go ahead and stir this together. In just a minute, we will be adding our chicken and our noodles to this. We have finished cooking the noodles and we drained them off. Now let's add them into this mixture. Now we're also gonna add in our cooked chicken. I basically just let the chicken cook for as long as the noodles were going. Let's mix all of this together. Just because we love pepper, I'm gonna add in some pepper to this mixture. And don't worry about seasoning this anymore because we're gonna be putting stuffing mix on top and it has a lot of seasoning already in it. Oh, you wanna spray this for me?
Yeah. Should we spray it with Raid?
Yes, spray it with Raid.
Okay.
Goofy.
How about some olive oil?
How about it? Okay,
Oh, there's some olive oil.
so we're just spraying this casserole dish and we're gonna go ahead and dump this entire mixture in there. I've got a box of stuffing mix. It's the chicken flavored. We're gonna add that all over the top. Now the recipe says that you want 3/4 a cup of butter melted. I'm not gonna do quite 3/4 a cup. That's just personal preference. I'm gonna do 1 stick of butter. So let me go melt this. So I have my 1 stick of butter that I have melted. I'm gonna be adding in 2 cups of chicken broth into the butter. And then this is being poured all over the top of this. You don't want any dry spots. I just saw this. It's a piece of the stuffing packaging that was on the top of the casserole. Good thing I caught it though. Okay, y'all, this is going in a 350-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. We are not gonna cover it, and then we're gonna add cheese at the very end. What?
You guys ready?
Are they ready?
You need to check this out.
Okay, yep, they do.
Look at this right here. Oh, man.
Look at that. So she said to take it out once it gets like light brown on top. Okay, so it calls for a cup of cheddar cheese. Mine is closer to 2 cups because y'all know how we do. But you're just gonna put this on top and put it back in the oven and just let this melt. I know, little girl. Okay, just back in for maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
Baby.
What?
This looks fantastic.
It does look good.
Oh, man.
It smells good.
It does. Oh,
It's like
cheese.
straight up comfort food.
Oh, look at that creaminess in there. So creamy and cheesy. Oh, this is gonna be delicious.
It's hot. Be careful.
That has got tremendous flavor in there. That is like creamy. I can't say the word.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Can't say that word.
It's not dry.
It's not dry.
Uh-huh.
The stuffing.
Yeah.
Incredible flavor.
Yes.
And then like the creaminess of it like
Yes.
blends together with that stuffing. Wow. One concession would be that it would probably be out of this universe if you put bacon in it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yep.
the way it is right now, it is perfection.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna love it.
It's really good, y'all.
It's a crowd pleaser for sure.
It is. It is so delicious and creamy.
Yes.
Sharon, thank you so much for sharing this recipe with us. I foresee this being possibly in a favorites video. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It's so good. This would feed a crowd. Everybody's gonna love it. So if you've got company coming over, this is what you make. If y'all enjoyed this video, will you please just give it a thumbs up before you head out? Also, if your subscribe button below is still red, that means you are not yet part of our YouTube family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button before you go. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you got some new dinner inspiration, and I will see y'all next time. Bye. But I don't want to spend too long in the recipe kitchen. I can say it. Kitchen. Look at that one little thing. 1 is the loneliest number. Are you lonely, buddy? Trash can. And fog it up. I grew up on Hamburger Helper. I didn't grow up on it. My mama made other stuff too, but you know, we all had Hamburger Helper when we were younger. And then that was the only thing I really could cook for a long time, wasn't it, babe?
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah, you did good. You did good.
That's right.
Give us a taste test. Come on now.
That's what you're doing.
That's what you're doing. Give me the taste test. Oh, now.
I don't like it this way. I want
Yeah,
it to turn
try
back
it.
around.
You gotta do it. Come on, do it. There's a taste test. Yeah.
Somebody is being very rude today. Yeah. So I make it and we do the taste test, and fog the camera.
Did you boo the noodles?
I did, I booed the noodles. I wonder who's been around for that, who remembers that. Oh, wait.
Put it down right here.
I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Now talk.
Talk.
Good.
Is that good?
Yeah. And that's it. What else was I gonna say? Nothing.